Well, let's get ready for another Churchill Chats back here in Churchill. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We're going to try this another podcasting out you might see us doing that from time to time, and things eventually work out for one way or another, and we get a few people to join us, and the lucky ladies today is Isla Barker and Natasha Fisher.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, super awesome to have you here, and obviously you've been in town doing your air sessions, and you've been to town so many times, Isla, and bringing some interesting people with you and doing a lot of things with the school. You're turning our kids into superstars.
We have a superstar, intensive residency here. Yeah, it's perfect. I love it.
Yeah. It's good. I mean, yeah, some of the songs that you've been doing, remember we made that little video with the air sessions thing and the background music, and they're really just starting to get a little catalogue, a little repertoire with the girls.
Yeah, the kids asked this week if, they're like, wait a minute, are we making an album? And I said, pretty much. Like, you've done several tracks now. Like, you're making an entire collection. And the funny part is, like, we're in perpetual winter here, it feels like. Every time I come visit Churchill, there's always a chilly breeze, even in the summer when I've been here, And we realized that not one of the songs is, like, a really wintry song. We're always dreaming about the warmth and the sunny days and playing outside, I think, when we're writing AIRsessions songs.
Well, I said to you when you got off the plane, it's so cool that you come here, not just when there's bare season or there's something like I see, you're just coming here sometimes in the off season, and that's just to help us out while there's nothing to do, and it's a great time to come, and thank you for giving back to Churchill. Cheers and Happy New Year. And I'm
Cheers! Cheers! I love this.
We're having non-alcoholic beer, guys, here at the Churchill Chat Studio. So New Year's resolutions, if you want to have a drink, this is the way to go, 0%. I think I've got all the drinks that you can get in Churchill that are 0%. So if you girls want to try one of these and knock yourself out.
I'm going to try this Partake Brewing.
Partake. That's a good name for a non-alcoholic beer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you partaking?
Are you partaking?
Oh, of course I am.
No.
Yeah, me tonight. I have a history of accidents. Right. I was worried just now using your beer opener bottle. Make sure I don't slice my hands open or anything. My God.
Watch out for the 14 keyboards in front of us. Yeah. Yeah, cheers. And thanks for being here.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah.
Cheers. Cheers, Churchill Chats.
Woohoo! So, if you don't know, obviously, nice. Isla Barker, she's like a famous singer-songwriter in Manitoba.
Up and coming.
Look, we have got some things to embarrass you. I mean, talk to you.
This.
I mean, this is the website. You got a website. You got all this social media stuff, all of this promotion and stuff that you've been you're just back from this tour and from all over the world. Where do we start this conversation off at, Isla?
My God, I know 2024 was World Tour year, which sounds so dramatic. Not like Taylor Swift or anything, you guys, like maybe one day. But we took the show, me and my little dog and our band. We were into the States, into Australia, into Europe for the first time ever. Wow. Played South by Southwest in both America and Australia. And my God, I feel like 2024 was such a massive year for firsts. So many firsts, so many cool experiences. Took my first train ever, which I thought was cool as a frequent Churchillian visitor.
The first time to Churchill on the train or somewhere else? What are you talking
on
about?
A train at all. I did that in Europe, which I thought was fun. But yeah, oh my God, this picture of Sonny, you're so funny. I think he's, here's the boy. Oh, my little dog.
Little dog, you take it with you. Look at this.
My God.
It's like some sort of like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas or something,
right?
Very iconic.
This random phone booth. This is in Mexico. This is a place that I live part-time kind of this year. I'm snowbirding this year more or less, and I go there and write songs and surf. And but this cute little phone booth, I had a bud take a picture of me on this. So I thought it was just so adorable, and it was just cool. Random impromptu.
I was wondering about who's the little guy taking a photo of you. I'll take a photo of you.
Right.
Okay, well, let's just go look through and looks just fine. Oh look, this
back
is
on
Sonny.
The beach. Yeah, Sonny Loco Pepacito Pablo Escobar Barker. That's his name.
Escobar?
Escobar Barker. So Sonny Loco, because he's a little nuts. Sonny Loco Pepacito. He's got a little bit of pep. Yeah. Sonny Loco Pepacito. Pablo Escobar. He's
Oh my God.
There's some history.
Holy, what's going on here?
Oh my God, this is getting wild.
I was looking forward to this shit.
I didn't know you were gonna find this at all. Holy smokes!
I
I made
wanted
the
to ask
nurse
you.
take a picture of me at this one. It was so funny. Yeah.
Should we move on for that one? Sorry. Oh, no, are we going to get the story where you got a big chunk out of your bum though?
Yeah, I did not get bitten by a shark. I just saw there was even comments on my Facebook right now. Did
Right.
not get bitten by a shark, but the surfboard fin on my surfboard
Yep.
stabbed me.
Oh.
Yeah, it was crazy. 10 stitches, 6 in the muscle, 4
Oh,
to close it
no.
up. This is Sunny getting a break from the sun. He's got a little cookum scarf on, a little mushroom Sunny.
And so this was where? I'm sorry, you're losing. You're all over the world now. You're in Europe or you're in Australia?
I know. Those ones were in Mexico.
Oh, Mexico. Okay, cool. Now you went to my home country, Australia.
And I went to Sydney.
Sydney.
Pull us down there.
Sydney. Ah, okay.
I know. I was in the big city. It was so bougie.
That's okay. Well,
I visited Bondi, of course.
So this is the big, huge, this is the Sydney harbour that comes in.
It's so pretty.
It's so beautiful to go on the big, what do they call it? The ferries just go through around here, and there's the Opera House. So what was your favourite part of this area of, oh, look at that. What was your favourite part of I don't know, Australia? Was that your first time going there? Or
It
not?
was my 3rd time.
Holy moly!
I know. I'm a little travel bug. I know.
Yeah.
I love traveling. You know, when I was young, I told myself, I was like, I don't think I ever need to leave Manitoba. It's got everything I need.
Yeah.
I'm never going to have to go anywhere. Like, why would I ever go? It's good enough. And then I went on one trip when I was a teenager, and I was like, oh my God, there's a whole entire world out there. And that was it. I've been, I just want to sing songs and travel.
You're so lucky that.
Thank you.
And I know even from the first times that you were coming here, like I've even seen you a couple of little wins that you've had, and now you're just living the dream. I know you're probably
Thanks.
pinching yourself, but and your music is still amazing, and yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm living my dream more or less right now, right? Like I kind of been just putting that out there. If I can sing songs and travel and maybe make some change along the way, whoof. And so that was kind of this week for us. We were working with the students here, and just naturally, you know, we do a drop-in style, and just naturally it ended up being this big, huge group of young girls that showed up to record and songwrite. And I feel like that's such a beautiful rarity.
Yep.
Because so often the music industry is totally saturated with just dudes, right?
Right. Okay. Yes.
Festival bookings still, we're not at equity, we're not par, we're not there, you know? So we're still fighting to be seen in the music industry, in the studio, on stage, everywhere. And so that's something that I get passionate about. I want to see opportunities been offered to women and non-binary folks, trans people, queer people, not just another white dude on stage. So sorry, I love you, bud.
That's fine. I can't take it. That's fine.
But anyway, so we had 28 kids show up to our one of our sessions one night, and that was just wild. Like that's like a quarter of the school almost.
Oh, I know.
That's like a huge percentage of y'all. Anyways, but then you know we kind of stopped and looked around one night, and we had this sign up sheet for girls that wanted to engineer, who wanted to try recording on this track that we wrote together, and then who was the professional shusher. And this was a list where they volunteered to sign up to go around once we were ready to do another take and ask everyone to shh, quiet on set.
You really know how to work the crowd, how to work the kids, right?
They asked for this job. I didn't even. They
loved
volunteered.
it.
They're like, can we make a list? And it was amazing. It was them. And so we stopped, and they were running the whole show. We actually just like. They're in the program working, setting up the mic, everything. They're like, no, okay, you need to bring it up a little louder. Producing everything. And we're like, oh my God, look, there's like 20 girls in here running the studio, running the whole system. And like, so we're getting to make some fun, positive impact, and something that we're, I think, both really passionate about in the music scene. So it's been fun, Churchill. We love you once again.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Thanks for giving us a music scene.
Seriously.
And Natasha, like, you're along for the ride. I haven't even like purposely.
I know I'm talking away. Oh my God, so sorry.
No,
It's all good. I'm just listening.
I don't mean to cut you off the camera there too. Let me just get you back up.
Poor
there.
girl,
There
holy
we go.
smokes.
Um,
This is Natasha Fisher, guys.
Yay!
We love her.
So Natasha, tell us a bit about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from Thunder Bay, Ontario.
Okay.
So it's about like an 8-hour drive from Winnipeg.
Yep.
It's like
east.
the other Winnipeg.
It's like the smaller, more secluded Winnipeg, for sure.
And you're a singer-songwriter too, right?
I am, yeah. I grew up in Thunder Bay, and then I moved to Toronto when I was 18. And I was just like, get me out of here. There's nothing here for me. I feel like I grew up in a really big hockey town. So everyone there, it's like, if you don't play hockey, like, just get out of here. There's no purpose for you to be here.
And you're like, okay, that's fine. Get out of here.
So I was like, okay. So the second I was able to, I left and I went to Toronto, and, you know, I went like just nose deep into music.
Yep.
Making music with friends. The whole Toronto of it all. I feel like it's difficult when you're not from a place and then you enter into a bigger market and then you don't know anybody. So I feel like a lot of my early teens was like a lot of networking, like just going out to events, meeting people, talking to people, and like I was like a small Northern Ontario girl, like who was a little shy, so it was like hard for me at first to get out there and do my thing, but you know, 10 years later, here we are.
That's good on you, man. Yeah, it takes a big decision to do it, doesn't it?
For sure.
Doors will open if you make the decision in your own heart. How can we find your music though? You on Spotify, anywhere else?
You're DJing with your elbow.
I was like, what is that?
DJing with his elbow. Hey, this is how hard he works. All these months, look at him.
Well, I said, where can we find the music?
I'm a huge fan of Natasha's music, by the way. I just always love to shout her out. She's the best. You're on Spotify. You're everywhere.
Spotify. I'm on Apple Music. I'm on YouTube.
Oh,
everywhere. Cool. You can check it out.
All right.
I make like, Isla makes like folk music. Excuse me, I'm like burping from
the beer. I know.
I make like pop music, alternative pop, pop rock. Oh my gosh.
It's a little rocky, little poppy,
pop
super
rock,
good.
alternative, like little, dark pop. I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
Dark pop. Well, that's a few different types of pop there.
Yeah.
Is that you?
Yes.
Cool. Oh, we'll just show people on the screen. We'll just show what it looks like on Spotify. We can't play music, or I might stop the stream. But that's what Tushy looks like there. Yeah. If you wanted to,
It's an Ernest Monius cover.
So, do you know Ernest Monius?
Oh, like
if
Ernest Monius?
Monius?
Is it Monius or Monius?
Monius. We always say Monius.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, gotcha.
Monius?
Is that the guy who sings, I keep you knocking, but you can't come in?
I think so.
Guy? Okay,
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of songs.
Okay. So that's just a cover song of that one, hey? Cool.
So it's a cover song, yeah. I did my own little version of it. And it's because it blew up on TikTok. Like I did I posted a cover of me singing it live and it blew up and everybody, like thousands of people were asking me to put it on Spotify. So
yeah.
I put it out.
Well,
and
thousands of people listen to it too, it looks like. So well done.
Yeah, every day people listen to it.
Wow.
It's pretty cool. So I've been putting out music for a while. My album's coming out in hopefully the end of May.
Nice.
But things always go off track. But that's my
end of May. Oh, so you just recorded one, or you're about to?
So like some of the singles I've put out right now, like 3 of those ones in the popular section over there on my thing, those are on the project. So I'm doing kind of single releases and then releasing into an album. But
the waterfall
there's gonna be there's gonna be 4 songs that are not released that'll be out with the whole project.
Okay, well send us all the links and all the updates and things, and we'll share around with everything that's happening. Yeah,
for sure.
And yourself as well, Isla. I know you're on the bandwagon, gallivanting around the world, promoting. Full on water. Is this the one we're looking at here, Isla?
Yeah, that's me. That's the record. And you know what? I'm so excited. We got demos in the inbox this week, so we're working. We're working on, or it's more like we're working on new stuff though. There's new music coming, you guys.
Oh really?
Yeah. So I'm super proud of it, and I love that record. I'm so excited to be growing, and building as an artist, and I think like just really having to. It's so hard. Like we're both independent artists, right? Like we don't have labels and teams and management, people booking things for us. Like it's us in our emails every night, and we laugh like we're up at early to work with these kids, and then finally at the end of the day have a little bit of supper. It's 8:00 and okay, now I gotta open the laptop, answer a couple emails. Like we're working.
Yep.
And so it's a lot of work to get out a song. And
I don't think people understand like what that process is even like about how to go about releasing something. Like I know, and everyone has their own kind of strategies when it comes to music, like that they're putting out. Everyone kind of has their own thing that they're doing. So like for I'm curious about, just for my own personal wanting to know, like how you go about a release.
Me? Mm-hmm. Okay, so these days, I don't really announce it too early. So I'm not going to promote it for like a month ahead. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to tell you guys like maybe 2 days before it's going to come out.
Yeah.
The song's going to drop. It's going to be so cute. I'm going to have some visuals. There's going to be cover art. There's going to be, little clips of me singing. I get really inspired by your socials and your plans. And so just like having really like cool backgrounds and then singing that song and like creating pieces of like nice content.
Yeah.
And then having stuff that lives on like my regular like feeds on social media and stuff, but then also investing in ads too, because it's a huge pond when it comes to audience attention.
Yeah.
And these apps really do force us to invest dollars in order for us to reach our own fans, right? Like just because you follow me on Instagram, which please do, or Facebook, or all those places, please do follow me, it helps. But just because you follow me doesn't actually mean that you get to always see my stuff. It's crazy. You have to almost like bribe the app to let like me show you my stuff. But anyway, so that's part of the content idea this year, is creating really cool content that's like meaningful to the song's storyline, and then pushing it organically, and then also putting some actual like strategy dollars in place.
Yeah.
And we also made the joke this week that we're creating our fans one at a time in places like this too. Like we get to like actually share our tunes. Like we're here to write their songs and hear about their ideas, but we get to share our stories as well and share our music and leak our demos. And I think the kids here are so funny, they have my back so hard. They're like, do you have exes? I'm like, yeah, 1 or 2. And they're like, we're going to get a crane. Where do they live? I'm like, a crane? What do you mean a crane? They're like, we got a crane. It's ready. It's on. And these kids are ready to like have my back. Yeah. It's so cool. We have like a little like community of like a girl gang who like they want to go like.
You do have a girl gang.
They want to go take care of business for us,
Okay. They're really looking out for you.
Yeah. If you need a crane, we got a crane.
Well, there's so much more. There's so much to being an artist, isn't it? It's not just about making up a song. It's like you said, it's daunting, the amount of things that you have to do to promote yourself, but it's also kind of fun that you get to be a videographer and a social media influencer. You have to do it well to be good at it, but it's kind of fun. And I really like looking at it as like a super cool privilege that at my fingertips, I have access to so much, right? Like, I can, and now I'm burping too. Oh my god, the beater. Oh my god. I was like getting all like Simpson in here. Anyways, no, but like it's such a privilege that there is the opportunity to reach those fans. We're not just stuck to, the people on our street or in our community or in our city. We can reach the world. So I try to look at it as a privilege, even on the days I'm like, ugh, go shoot content, go get ready. Well, it does suck that, we can't now make any money out of selling, well, not much as people used to, like in the 90s, selling CDs. You got to go through Spotify. You can reach the whole world in a click, but they're only getting like a million of a cent every time.
And there's also like 100,000 songs out a day.
Oh, really?
So much. And now they're introducing AI songs.
Over 100,000
songs. Oh, my God.
Crazy.
Exactly. The AI songs are going to be coming in, and we have to work out how to work with that so that we don't get left behind in a way. Hey?
But the thing is, like, I think people fall in love when you're thinking about content and you're thinking about music and you're thinking about everything. Like you fall in love with somebody's story, somebody's song, and the person. Yep. Like people who love Taylor Swift's music, like they love Taylor Swift. They love when Taylor tells a story. They love when Taylor says this. Like if it was anyone else who could make a song, I'm sure there's a lot of people who sound exactly like Taylor Swift, can write like her, record like her, but like people want to follow you for your story. Yeah. So I think that's something that AI can never take from artists.
That genuine feeling,
like that genuine feeling of I saw this person first. Like, you know how people get like, I was a fan of Billie Eilish before you were. Like kind of like that, those kind of vibes. Like that discovery, the artist discovery part, I think is so important. And even when you're creating content regarding your music or whatever, like I think that's such a big part of creating content around your song. It's like, what's the story you're telling, like that relates you to the song, not so much
Totally.
and what the listener can like the story that the listener is hearing that they can relate to, which like better relates to you, you know.
I totally agree.
So it's like all like a little triangle.
People want something
Music,
real.
people, you.
That does
want
give me
something
hope.
real.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. I shouldn't have said it.
No, but it's
such a
true.
real
Like maybe for like the
feeling.
songs that you hear playing on like the
Yeah.
when you go to the mall or
Top
something,
40,
or like maybe those songs.
You're not going to go
but-
watch a robot like version of
Yeah.
you girls singing a song, right?
It's
Exactly.
tough,
People
that's
love
tough.
seeing live music, and like how is this? How is
so
like a
agree.
nothing?
Yeah. Nothing beats that, right? Like, there's a
Yeah.
reason why we like all jam ourselves in those rooms like this.
Yeah,
This was so cute.
That's not a robot, is it? That's Isla
Not
Barker
at all.
playing at the local Legion a night or two ago. Yeah.
Oh man, you know
That's
what?
a great photo.
It is a great photo.
I was trying to take pictures of her from the other end, and I was like, no.
And the Jets game was in it.
the
Go Jets, go.
The Jets game was on the TV.
No, thank you to Legion for having us in here and fellow Churchillians for asking me to sing a couple songs, and it was just really lovely. And it's so funny, you know what? I was getting like what's that called, like imposter syndrome before I went up or something.
Were you?
Oh my god, yeah. I was just getting nervous, and I'm like, they don't want to hear my music. I'm like, this is a bar. They're enjoying their time. I'm gonna sing my sad little love songs, and they're all gonna be like bummed out. And then it was that though. Somebody
Good for the bartender.
but yeah, just get sad, holy. Oh my god, just missing them? No, literally don't. And then, but you said that they just want to see something live, and somebody said that to me that night as well.
Yeah.
People just
That
want to
they-
see live music.
Yeah,
People love
people just wanted to see live music, and that gave me actually like that perfect like little grounding. I was like, heck yeah, I can actually like go for it and like sing the songs confidently because yeah. Do you ever get that when you're like?
Especially, I don't get that when I have bands. Like when I'm with my band, I'm like, we're just gonna blow everyone out of the water. Like,
Exactly,
doesn't matter.
same. I
Like,
get nervous
you
alone.
have to listen to me because we're gonna be loud and in charge and like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm by myself up there and I have my acoustic and I'm just like who wants to hear this? Like, I don't know why
yeah.
I get like that too. And I think it's just like internally because I would want to hear it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like even when you were up there, like I wanted to hear it.
thanks, bud.
I was in the audience being like, okay, like I want to hear what she does.
You know what my favorite piece of advice was actually growing up? I watched this one YouTuber. Her name's Julia Nunes or something. I don't know how to pronounce it, but she's so cute. She played ukulele. Girl from the States. She did very well for herself. I think she's still throwing around. I'm a big fan. And she was like repeating a piece of advice, I think herself, or somebody had asked her, like, how do you know if it's a good song? And it's like, if you like it, it's a good song. And so it's like, if I like my own music, which I do obviously, then like it's a joy to play it, which means other people are going to enjoy it too. Maybe not everyone, and that's cool too. Especially like small towns, I love to, remind kids that, for me, like maybe my fans weren't in my household or in my school or in my community, for example. But it's a huge world, right? And we have access to social media. Like we were saying, we can reach so far to find our people. And I think other people just gravitate to that.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
agree
well,
with
I mean, it's easy for you to say when you write a whole bunch of hits on your CD and people
Oh,
want to
thank
listen
you.
to it. But I get the same thing too, and it's great to be around like musicians like yourselves and just to talk about this kind of thing and people listening. Even people from all types of like stages in the music industry have got little challenges, but it all comes down to just doing it right and just being confident and just
And
having
showing
a go,
up.
showing up.
Like you gotta show up almost every day.
Who's that guy? The guy, like, he's, like, kind of balding, and he's got a big, long beard, and he sits cross-legged when he talks. He's, like, the music guy. He's, like, not a producer, but he, like... Do you know what I'm talking about?
Bro,
What the hell?
give us a little more context,
What is he
please.
famous? Is he
Put it in
the
the
guy?
If
Super
you know.
famous. He's made, like, every hit album you've ever heard. He's, like...
And he's bald.
He's a
Okay.
producer. Not like that has anything to do with it, but
Yeah.
he is a producer, but he doesn't press any buttons. He doesn't actually produce the record, but he's like the executive producer and he makes hits. Basically, once you find
DJ
out,
Khaled. No, I'm just kidding.
but
No, I'm
once
just
you find
kidding.
out who I'm talking about,
Well, I'm gonna go live on mine too.
basically
Okay.
he was saying like that the best artists to be and the best songs to make are the ones that you like.
Yeah, I
Right?
love that.
Like you can't once the second you start making things that you think people will like,
Yep.
it'll immediately fail. Like, you have to make something that genuinely you love, and that's your favorite song or your favorite genre or your favorite direction, and then everyone will love it because it's genuinely you.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. So that's
I'm gonna look up who this guy is while you guys talk.
Yeah, I feel like maybe I saw it was like probably like an ad for Masterclass or something. Right?
Probably.
Exactly. The key to writing the key formula
it's
for
crazy.
a pop
He
song.
doesn't he's not a musician, but he's like, he makes millions and millions of dollars off of his ear.
Okay, I wonder
he
what
just
this is
knows
now.
that
That's so
things are going to be
crazy.
a hit when they're going to be a hit. I know. Music mogul, bald guy.
We should just ask the
Bald
robot
guy
overlords.
sits cross-legged while
Holy,
talking.
you're really gonna put this in? Oh my god. You would. Honestly, Google's getting pretty good at their little AI in there now. That I like that kind of, like, help me Google things.
I do it all the time. Don't use. I've got that on my phone. You just
Yeah.
Chat GPT. Hey guys, anyone listening out there, if there is anyone, just remember you can put a little chat. If you want to got a question for Isla or Natasha, feel free to type in your question and just keep us going for a little bit longer. We'll see
And
how
if
we go.
you've joined on Isla Barker's Instagram, what's up? Say hi to Roy.
Hi guys,
We're here
Happy
in
New Year.
Churchill. Happy New Year. There's
Yep.
Natasha Fisher. We're in Churchill, hanging out as well on the Churchill Entertainment page.
Rick Rubin.
Rick Rubin, bald guy,
Rick
crisscross
Rubin.
legs.
You guys don't know who Rick Rubin is?
Show me a picture. I'm a visual person.
Okay. I'll do it.
Hang on, we should be googling this. We got the computer
I
right
know.
Okay.
It's not show
Rick
them.
Rubin.
here. Rick R-E-U?
Rubin. Yeah.
R-U-B.
In.
Is that in there? There
Yeah,
is it.
that's-
If you have
he's right
questions,
there, yeah.
you can put them in the
Okay.
chat.
That's the guy.
oh, okay.
That's
I
your
literally
dad.
don't know who this is. Oh my god.
It looks like Jack Black or something.
I know. That's what I
That's
thought.
your dad. That's a millionaire. $1,000,000
Okay.
right there.
Oh.
See, he's always talking about like. I want to see a
I
photo
see
of him
he's got
sitting
his hands up
cross-legged.
like
He's
that,
always doing.
Oh my god.
Wow, he looks like like he's got. I'd listen to what he said.
That's
Yeah.
why I said beard,
You
balding.
found him.
That's all he
Okay,
is.
for context, let's
Look at that
show.
guy.
There he is.
You're
this
telling me
guy.
this guy's a musical genius?
Yeah.
Musical
Yes.
genius.
He is.
Okay.
Holy
Oh,
smokes.
there's luck for me yet. Holy moly.
You just need to grow your hair a little.
Just keep it
longer.
going. Keep it
I
going.
was-
beard.
I got beard oil for Christmas, so that's why I'm just growing it for an extra month to see what happens.
Crazy. I love
Well,
it.
then
Don't
maybe
hate me.
hopefully one day you'll be like Rick
Rick Rubin.
Rubin.
I'm start going this way too.
Anyways,
yeah.
you guys have to look him up. He says like some pretty profound things,
Uh,
and like he
It's like Alan Watts kind
he
of
does
profound.
not. Yeah, like
Yeah.
And like he does like cross genre stuff. Like he's helped every
Oh, okay.
super successful.
I mean,
musician.
it's you hear about those like super like musical geniuses like that write songs for all the famous people. And like who's out there? There's another guy, whatever. That he
Ed
writes.
Sheeran.
Oh yeah, he's like talented in that songwriting. But there's another guy who does it for like Taylor Swift and Katy Perry, and you guys that are watching will probably remember the guy's
People are
name.
agreeing with you. Yeah, he's got some good words.
Yep.
Hey, y'all.
So, anywho, yeah. I mean, that's
Sorry, I went a little sidetracked. I have
Yeah, that-
ADHD.
I
so
know,
I get really hyper focused.
Where did we even? What was the question? Oh yeah, how was Australia?
will we go back to
It's like an hour ago.
Okay.
Australia was great. My favorite part of Australia was there's so many cool birds. I went
Yeah.
with my band. We had a really good time. My dog unfortunately didn't go with me because they have really strict like custom rules and stuff.
Yeah,
for
I mean,
good reason. Y'all are an island. Love that.
Johnny Depp got fined for taking his dog on his private train.
heard. Oh my god! And like had to issue like a legit like apology to the nation.
Silly Billy.
I know.
Why aren't you allowed to bring dogs there?
Oh, you just have to go through the
You
proper
have to
thing.
quarantine them for like several weeks or something quite intense.
Something
Oh,
like
I
that.
have a question for you.
Yeah.
Did you see any crazy bugs, animals when you went to Australia?
Me?
Spiders, snakes?
Ooh, what did I see?
There must be. Oh, spiders
I mean, I
everywhere.
was in the city. I
Yeah.
think
Oh,
maybe
yeah, I
one
guess so.
Oh, there was one scary spider, and I think I like chipped the bone in my finger, killing it.
Why
I
you
like
just went so hard.
yeah. I used my slide, like my shoe, like a slipper, like a kucha like that. I like it was on the wall and was like I don't know what it was. It was huge though, and I hit it with the sandal, but I like smashed my hand on the wall at the same time, and it's like this is my playing hand. It was not good. I think I chipped the bone a little bit. It's like.
Oh no!
I know. Arnar.
Didn't you have that big beast of a dog protecting you the whole time?
Okay, I have a real. No, he didn't. He couldn't go.
Oh, he didn't.
He couldn't
go.
go.
Okay.
Okay, I have
There
a
you
serious
go.
question.
Yes.
Okay, there was a really big trend for a little while of like TikTok sounds of people going like
Arnar.
Arnar.
Oh no!
How did you feel
Arnar.
about that as an
Is that how it
Australian?
goes? Yeah.
I mean, you said it naturally. A
Oh
minute
no! You're joking. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Like if you spill your beer. Oh no!
Yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's right, yeah.
Arnar.
that's perfect.
It's
It's
okay.
almost like that's how you talk.
It's just he just literally said, "Oh no," and
I
I
know.
came out Arnar.
We say
sport.
yeah nah like
Yeah, no.
yeah nah.
That's
So
a
do
Canadian
we.
thing. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no,
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 yeah.
Yeah, nah.
or no,
No,
yeah.
No yeah oh no yeah.
Yeah, why is the no, yeah really means yeah?
That's it. Oh yeah nah yeah nah yeah.
No,
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Ever's good.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's so
Well,
cute.
I
Oh
hope
my
I've been
god.
sharing this.
What about
correctly.
you? You've been grant writing.
Yeah.
You've been working on new projects. You
Oh,
were giving
can
me
I
some
say
good
something
ideas.
about that? I walked into the house and I was like, "There's a CD here," and I pressed play and I listened to your song.
Oh, his city. Yeah. Oh my god.
I love it. It's really nice.
Every
Oh,
time,
thank you.
so when I come to Churchill,
That's
I
the
always
first
like to
thing I
bring,
did.
I always like to bring cool artists, right? And that's kind of part of like my philosophy in life is like wherever I go, I want to help other people. Like, if I can like open the door and like get 2 steps up, I'm gonna like bring somebody with me. And I think that's super cool.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
also to keep introducing the kids to dope Indigenous artists, right? Like I'm really passionate about that.
Yeah.
Anyways, oh no, I lost the train of thought.
Let's talk about my album.
Oh yeah, his album. So I bring cool artists with me on AIRsessions tours. So this is the youth music programming that I run. Anyways, and every time we stay in your place, and then every time I bring a cool artist, the first thing they do is they go, "Oh, there's a CD here," and they put it on and they listen to. So it's very effective marketing.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you very much.
I listened to it like right away.
Yeah.
I was
That's
curious.
no worries. I practically give them away to everyone who goes into the house. You know, it's like they're hard to sell these. But it's great when people just
CDs
listen
are
to
tough.
CDs
CDs
are
are
tough.
tough. I have a
'Cause
box in my
most
basement,
people
y'all.
can't even listen to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
Shout out to the
yeah.
people who do buy CDs from me still. It's very nice.
you. So just the
keepsake.
last night,
Yeah, I
I'm
think
gonna
so.
open another non-alcoholic beer, guys. I'm actually going to be recording a new album as well in February. Yeah.
Is this one also about Churchill?
Yes.
Okay.
We've got some songs about the Ithaca shipwreck, against
That's cool.
the Miss Piggy plane wreck.
You know what I was
bears
thinking last
and
time I heard you
whales and
perform?
stuff.
I was thinking about how this is like historical documentation. It's really cool because
Yeah.
you're like documenting the history, the experiences, the land, nature, the town, the stories, right? It's like an archive.
Yeah. Like,
It's cool.
thank you. Yeah, yeah. It's easy to write stories about a really cool place. It's like a yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Look who I have
Oh,
up here.
hi, Ken. Oh my god, amazing. Yeah. What? Check, one.
yeah. Maple, get Maple down.
Maple, silly cat. We'll explain later.
So I'll be. My new album is going to be coming out soon. It's fantastic. I swear it's not alcoholic. I swear there's no alcohol in this.
Okay, what would you describe your music style? Is it like folk, like country
I'd say my music is folk
folk, right?
because it's not country. I don't really have a country.
It's not
Don't-
twang.
Yeah, you don't have a twang, but it's like it was kind of like
But
boppy.
I'm happy to say country folk,
if it's
storyteller stuff.
indie
Yeah.
folk,
Yeah,
folk.
whatever.
Singer-songwriter, indie folk.
singer-songwriter, folk.
And this album might be a bit different because we're going to have we got it's going to have the whole band, not just me.
Oh, god.
So we're going to have the
super awesome.
piano, accordion, the concertina, Joe Stover and Eric, Rob and Jeremy Lesage on the keyboard, and it's going to be electric guitar stuff, so a bit different.
maybe
but,
Like a little more rocky.
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That's so great. I love that.
Nice.
Love
I'm
it.
into it.
So
I'm
yeah.
into that.
We were talking a lot about that today, about genre changing between records and how it's so fun to do more than one thing. Like, I'm so inspired by artists like Celine Dion, for example, who, like, every record she put out, she's, like, moved to another genre.
Oh, yeah.
And I love your cat, Maple, so much. Maple is so cute.
Maple keeps trying to get up on my
Maple,
lap now.
stay down. That's so good.
Yeah, it's tough. Like, what? Oh, I was going to have a look at your Instagram, but you're already live on your own Instagram.
Oh, yep.
So we might.
Let's
I just
see
wanted
it.
to see if we got any other photos to have
My
a look at.
surfing.
Aww.
My dog.
It's
So
my
cute.
dog.
It's my dog, Sonny.
Yeah.
What else? I'm very proud. This is, I think, is pretty funny. Your expectation when you first joined dating apps, lots of fish in the sea.
Oh, wow.
They're like flying out. But the reality, my name is Jeff.
They're all ugly little buggers.
Yeah, crazy. This is me surfing. Oh my
Get
God,
out
you
of
can watch
town.
it if you want.
Oh, how do I? Is that?
Why does it keep going
Oh,
away?
because
It's
that's
so
just the
sad.
cover photo, probably.
okay.
Oh, there it is.
Look at
Oh, this is another video,
Oh,
yeah.
it's a montage.
It's a montage, I forgot.
Oh,
But
God.
yeah,
Oh,
she's
get out of
catching
town.
waves.
Get out of town. That's super cool. Hey,
Yeah. My God, yeah. Do you know what? So I really love Mexico. I've been traveling there on and off for the last almost decade, and this is the first kind of season that I've been just going back a lot.
Yeah.
And let me just say, y'all should get credit cards that get points. That's how I'm doing it. People keep asking me, they're like, "How do you do this?" And I'm like, I put my business expenses. Because I'm all like, it's all personal, right? So I put my business expenses and all my personal stuff through my Aeroplan credit card. And I get lots of points.
Yep.
And then I fly in points.
Oh man, I wish.
So it's like $100. The flight's like $100. It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh wow. I mean.
So get yourself to Winnipeg. Of course, that's the barrier. And then points.
Well, I went to Mexico for the very first time a year or so ago, and I can see why all you North Americans go there. It's so cool. I went to the Yucatan Peninsula area, all the cenotes, and I can't wait to go back. You're lucky to have that.
And listen, I love Australia, but it's a journey, and I can't take my dog.
So far.
I take my dog with me to Mexico, which is really fun, right? But can't take him to Australia without a lot of quarantine, which would be hard on him and me. So.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to Australia soon in about a year or so as well. So.
Go take your boy home and introduce him, family and stuff in person. Yeah. That's so fun.
Nice.
It's a great country to travel around, just like bushwhacking it and camping and stuff.
Where did you grow up in there?
I grew up a few different places. Some of it was over on the west coast of Australia.
Okay.
So I was actually born in New Zealand.
Oh wow.
So I was born up here.
Oh no way.
I was born up here in Whangarei.
Oh.
And then we moved over to Australia, and
So are you actually Kiwi?
I am a Kiwi Australian. Yep, I got dual citizenship plus a Canadian citizenship.
Wow. Triple.
That's some power in those passports.
And we lived here at a place called Kalgoorlie, which is a few hundred k's into the desert here into Australia.
I was gonna say that looks a little crispy.
Here, right here, and this was like all the way through to primary school. And this is like a big mining town. It had like the biggest open cut mine in the hemisphere or something. This is just a huge big hole in the ground right next to the town.
And what were they mining?
Gold.
Gold.
Wow. Gold.
There's gold in them hills.
But then we moved across to Queensland, Brisbane, in the country areas, and this is all tropical, hot, beautiful.
Oh, beautiful.
So
Lovely.
So a lot of different places around Australia.
It's crazy, about Australia having so many different climates.
I know.
All in
so
one.
true.
It's just
That's
one
the thing,
island.
yeah.
It's a giant island, but just having so much different terrain.
That's the totally cool thing about it. Yeah, and it's a bit like in Canada. Some of it is like not
But
accessible.
Canada's just so big.
Yeah, I mean, up the north here is the most beautiful tropical, like coral reef, all this stuff. But you can't even. It's not accessible. There's just one.
Oh, really?
It's like a dirt road to get up there on a motorbike. It's hard to.
No way.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was showing you.
Did you ever go surfing? Were you a surfer?
Top there. No, I didn't really. I can do a little bodyboard and stuff. I'm not really a surfer. I didn't live near the beach.
Yeah, you're in the desert. It's kind of far.
But yeah, Australia is wonderful.
Yeah, I'd love to go. I've never been.
Let's go. Add it on the travel list.
I was Indonesia. I went to Bali.
Oh, that's cool.
Really?
It was really beautiful. It was my favorite
right
trip. So it was like basically it's so close. There were so many Australians there. We met a lot of people from Australia because it's so close, right?
Right.
Is it cheap to go to Bali from Australia?
I'm sure
it's really cheap.
I'm sure.
It's super cheap from Australia. It's full of Australians.
Bali,
in Bali.
Yeah, there was lots.
Next time I go to
it's
Australia,
honestly one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. Bali, like with the little islands and all this stuff. Like it's so.
Did you ever go to Papua New Guinea?
No, not being there.
That's another really interesting.
No, I never went.
Unique place. Hey.
Right. Yep. Yeah. So I wonder if we want to go through any other things. Thanks for coming on this podcast.
Oh my god, it's got like my.
I know, and like we don't really know each other, so it's like.
I pretended I know what I was doing, and
no, this is awesome. You did a really good job. This is.
We love it. Yeah, I can sing you a song if you want.
Yeah, how about that, ladies and gentlemen? Would you like to hear Isla Barker singing a
Sing a
song?
song.
Yeah.
Let's get set up for that. I'll
Let's
sing
get
a
set
song.
up for a song. Okay.
Welcome to the Churchill Entertainment Podcast. If you were just joining,
Okay.
we are live in Churchill with friends. First time on
friends.
the Churchill Chat Show. Let me get set up here. I'm gonna head on over to this cool part. We're for the live setup. Watch out, little kitten. Kitten Maple.
I love it.
Okay, we got the second camera. I'll put y'all here. It'll be perfect. Some moody lighting? What?
Oh yeah, lighting's
Get
important.
emotional, guys.
We're talking about all that
Ow!
all that social media stuff. It's all all right. So we got Isla Cam there. Isla Cam, looking wonderful.
Camera 2.
Yep. Okay.
Well, what do you guys reckon?
Oh well, I mean, whichever one you can remember.
Whoa! That's actually pretty. That's a good burn. I forget my lyrics sometimes, y'all. Oh my god, it was a really long week in such a good way, and I get really excited about working with kids and sharing that same love for songwriting and music, right? Like, I like to tell kids and share my story that for me it started out as a form of therapy, and it was journaling that turned to poems that turned to songs and stories. And I had this one student in a school that I was working at in the Cree Nation ask me this really specific question of how to write a song from a certain type of inspiration. And I didn't really know how to answer the question. I was like, hey, give me a couple days. I have to do the exercise that you're asking me, and then I can figure out how to answer your question. And so I took a couple days, and I ended up coming up with this idea based off of their question for writing a song about trusting your gut feelings and how the mind-gut connection is this really powerful thing. And it's like these tree branches, right? Like in our spine and stuff that literally wrap around your guts, right? So it's this really interesting thing. And I thought, like, oh, that's kind of like intuition, right? So I sat down and I wrote the song, and it kind of was one of those ones that flew out of me in a few minutes, and I didn't even think of it as like a song that maybe I'd perform. It was like, oh, here's my creative exercise so I can teach something. And this turned out to be one of my favorite songs. So shout out to that youth who shout out to Daniel from Nemaska, who inspired the idea that led me to create this song. Trust yourself. You know best. And face your fears. Forget the rest. And listen closely. Whisper breath. And messages from deep within. All the noise makes it hard to hear her voice. All the noise makes it hard. Intuition, gotta listen to your spirit deep inside. Intuition, gotta listen to her. Your And count each breath until you can take them in without thinking. Meditate and clear your mind. to hear her voice. All that noise makes it hard. Intuition gotta listen to your spirit deep inside. Intuition gotta listen to her intuition. Oh, intuition. Oh, and trust yourself. You know best. Thank you.
So good.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, I love that song.
Oh, I love that song.
I
too.
lost in a moment.
Did you? Yeah, well, we get back here.
I know. Oh my God! Here, go do the chord and don't turn up. Oh, that was fun. Thanks for listening, you guys. Oh my God. There's a comment on my side of the line about this time I sung it at the Paramount Center in Mississauga for We're in Shirt Day 2 years ago. There's 5,000 kids there. I got to sing that song with my full band. And that was like one of the biggest crowds I've sung to, which was so fun. Oh my God. And they all took out their flashlights and their phones. And like it was the cutest freaking moment. And I love big crowds. Like, put me in some more stadiums, y'all. I love it. It makes me so happy. But I also am obsessed with like moments like this where we get to sit with community in you know, a cabin out in the bush. We're not even in Churchill right now. We're actually a little bit outside of the city. Further in the bush.
I don't like those city folk in Churchill. I prefer it out here in the woods.
We're out even further in the bush.
Yeah. Thanks, Arla. You always you hit the nail on the head. I guess that's when you get professional people that don't like give up halfway through. Like you just know what you're doing with it.
Should I have given up halfway through?
No. Like some people. Some
Stop
people,
all your head.
Some people don't know how to finish. I remember that was a skill I had to learn, was how to start a song, how to finish a song. Well, you're like studio quality every time.
Thank you. I'm a little dry up in the Churchill dry air, but cheers, y'all. Thanks for having us here on Churchill Chats.
Yeah.
Churchill Chats. Woo.
All right.
Churchill
Cheers. Well, how about we say goodbye to everyone, and we thanks everyone for coming, and we'll wish you girls the very
Cheers
best.
to y'all.
Yep. And cool. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Share this around, and we'll try to keep a few more live streams going on to get excited.
So excited. Thanks for having us on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Welcome. Okay, bye, guys. Churchill.